In the following of Django tutorials about blog, we're going to continue with our forms.py, and for our comments, we're going to create a class inside of the forms.py, and I'm going to call this comment form. So right here inside of the comment form, I'm going to use the model form, and here, just the same as what we had for the blog form, we're going to have class meta, and the model is the comment that we have imported right above, and we're going to exclude equals to post. So now we'll save the code, and so the next step is inside of our views.py. So now here in the views.py, what we're going to do is to add a new views function for representing what's going to happen inside of each of the posts. So we have the post details, right? So if you remember, we had inside of our website, we had a read more button. So once you click on the button, you wouldn't be able to go into the page because we hadn't written anything. But right now we're going to add the views related to seeing a new post, seeing actually the post itself in a long form. So after that, we're also going to have the comments. So now in the function, we're going to name this post details. And then we're going to have request and this log related to each one of the posts. And so the first thing we're going to do is to get the post itself. So we're going to get this from the post.objects.get. So slug is the ID related to each one of the blocks. It works just like an ID, but it's more than just an ID. It's not a number. It's actually a string representing the address, a part of a URL related to address of that specific post in our blog. So the next thing we're going to add is the comment. So we're gonna get the comments too from our comment class. So comment.objects.get. So actually here we don't have get, we have order by, because this is let's take a look at our models.py in our comments section. So we have the comment and also the creation date, right? So here we've added the created date according to the date of the creation. So the ordering is based on the date of creation, and as a result in the views.py, the order is based on the creation date. So created date. So the next thing we're going to do here is new comment, add any variable new comment equals to none, and then we're going to use this. So if request.method is equal to post, then what we're gonna do is to create a variable called form, and so comment form, use the comment form. So here we can write request.post or none. So the next step, if form dot is valid, then in the next step, what we're going to do is to create the new comment. And so this is very much like this one about adding the new post. This is related to adding the new comment. So we're going to add form.save commit equals to false, and new comment.post equals to post, and then new comment.save new comment.save, and then return. We're going to return render request, and then we're going to have a new template called add comment.html. There we go. And else for the first if form equals to comment form, and then in the end we're going to return render request, and just the same as before, we're going to add the template. So add comment, so it's going to be, let me fix this one, and okay, okay, so add comment.html, and next up it's going to be form, which is equal to form, the variable that we have defined here, and then we have comma. So the form actually here, form and post are inside of the curly brackets. So the post, we have the post, which is equals to post. And by the way, let's remove that comment right there. So the next part is about the new comment, but comments first. So comments, and comments, it's equals to comments, the variable that we have defined. And the next one is gonna be new comment, new underline comment, which is equal to new comments, the variable that we have defined. New comments. Okay, now let's see if we have closed the curly brackets and also the parentheses, and there we go. So new comment equals to new comment, comment, comments, and post, post, form, form. So we're going to add these variables, form, post, comments, and new comments to our template, which is add comment.html, because we're going to use all of these. We need the form for the form of comments. We need the post for the entire post of the blog, that is specific post. We need the comments for the comments that have already been created. And we need the new comment for the new comment that is being created. So as you can see here, let me first explain what we did. First of all, we got the post here by the slug of the post, and then we got the comments from the comments class and from our database of the comments. And then for the new comment, the default value is considered as none because we don't have a new comment at the time that we enter the post. And then if there's any request for posting then the comment form will appear, and so we will have the form for commenting, just like this, with the request.post or not. And if the form is valid, so the new comment is valid, then the new comment is going to be created and saved, and so posted, and we will be able to see that it will be rendered in our add comment.html. Or otherwise, if there is no request for that, we will be rendering all of these. So in general, we're going to see this return. Actually, this form will have nothing if this request.post doesn't happen, but we will anyway render the add comments.html, and we will have all of these variables: new comment, post, and form for our add comment.html in order to be rendered in our page related to that specific post. So that's it for this part of the tutorial. In the next one, we're going to work on the add comment.html and complete that. That's a very long one, but we're going to divide that into different parts and create videos for that. So that's it for this video.